Hey guys, this is GelkoK22 and yes, Ridercraft. Yeah, everybody likes Ridercraft. Okay, some people don't, but I really do enjoy working on Ridercraft, and this is going to be the last update for a bit, because the next update is going to be a bit bigger and I need a bit more time to work on it and so on and so forth. So I'm push this one out a bit early so you guys can enjoy it. And that was totally... There we go. There we go. Okay. Just like normal, there is 4 riders in this update. First one being Ryuki. And let me just clear my inventory because I was sorting something out earlier. There we go. So, first off we have Ryuki. Now, Ryuki was the one that everybody suggested last time round. I think everybody wanted all the riders to be in it, but unfortunately I have not had the time to do it, because there is 13 riders, and then one rider has 3 different forms, and another one has 2 different forms, and yeah, that's like 16 skins. We'll do it, and it will be in the next update, but it'll take time. So, Ryuki. Straight up, there's Ryuki. Starts in, I can't remember what the name of the form, if it is just Ryuki form. But yeah, in this form he does have the drag saber, otherwise known as sword vent by everybody else, so yeah. Or is it strike vent? I think it's sword vent. But I also added the contract card, allowing you to go into blank form, or whatever it is, and the rider saber, the sword that, if I remember, broke pretty much instantly. So yeah, I'm gonna have to weaken that one stats down, but yeah, he's in this. And then the drag raider card turns you into Ryuki's normal form, and then we have the survive card to send you into Ryuki survive. Not too much, so I added Kamen Rider Ryuga as well. There's quite literally a plane flying over at the moment. I added Ryuga just because it would be simple enough, just so it's not a complete waste of time, if that makes any sense. So there is actually something in there. So that's everything for Ryuki. Moving on, Kamen Rider Faiz has got more content in this update. Basically, I never got round to finishing Faiz in the last one, so I wanted to do a bit more for Faiz in this update. So he has something. So Faiz is Faizy, and you should know this by now, he was in the last update. But now you have the Faiz Blaster. Now if you shift right click with the Faiz Blaster, you will turn into Kamen Rider Faiz Blaster. And that's it. Now this does transform into the gun, but I don't believe the actual transforming bit works with battle gear, unfortunately. So yeah, you'll find out later why I've got battle gear installed, but it does still shoot and everything, so yeah, good times. Next we have Kamen Rider Oja's sword, which is just a basic sword. I can scroll like that, but there we go. So as you can see, he's now a bit more complete, and he's not even in Kamen Rider. The Riot Troopers now have their sword, which will transform into the gun as well. Actually, I think I might have worked out the bit of code that would let that work with battle gear. We'll see in the next update if that works. So let's just take all this off. So Faiz now has Faiz Blaster. Okay, 2 riders down and we're only 5 minutes in. Nice. Next we have the update to Kamen Rider game. I've had a lot of people asking when the other arms weapons are going to be added, so I went ahead and added a ton this update. So let's start with the Budoruho, otherwise known as the Budo arms weapon. Now, put simply, it's a gun. It's a gun that you can whack people with. Simple enough. And if you're wondering what Ryugen looks like holding it, he actually looks pretty decent. Not lying. So I am actually impressed with how Ryugen looks holding this, to you the absolute truth. So let's go back to the chest and get another weapon, which is going to be the Mango Punisher, otherwise known as Mango's weapon. So we got Kamen Rider Baron. I mean, would it ever be any other rider? And yes, you can now whack people with a mango stick. Moving on, we have the Dorikano. No, that's the Dorikano, which is Kamen Rider Bravo's weapon. So here we are, Bravo. So 5, there we go, Bravo. But tell you the truth, that's not enough, is it? It's never enough. So let's get 2 of these. Let's open up battle gear. Let's put 1 in each side, and let's there we go. Let's dual wield them. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's Bravo's weapons. So yeah, I've actually had one person a while ago ask specifically for that weapon. So yeah, that's added. The Kuri Dekari. Is it? The Kuri Gekari, yeah. So just like the last one, let's get 2 of these. And let's go boom, boom, boom. And boom. Yay, we can be a weirdo with round thing. Probably should have thought about this before I started talking. Yeah. Moving on. We have the Sonic Arrow. Yes, that Sonic Arrow that everybody has been waiting for. You can craft this with any of the energy lock seeds except from Matsumokuri Energy. So let's just put this on. And it's gonna go dark again. This time set day. And as you can see, it's the Sonic Arrow. I mean, were you expecting something else other than the Sonic Arrow? It's Sonic-y and Arrow-y, and it just does a lot of damage. So, the Sonic Arrow, yay! The Watermelon Defender. This thing actually has no name, so I called it the Watermelon Defender, because that's what it is. It's the watermelon version of the Melon Defender. So, yeah. It's protecty. The gun mode will be added soon. It's just, yeah, it's there for now. But tell you the truth, you can't get the watermelon lock seed at the moment, so it doesn't really matter. Then we have the Kagematsu Shin, which is a slight edit on the Kagematsu for Kamen Rider Kuro Kage Shin. Yep. Looks as good as the other one does. Okay. Moving on, we have the Apple Reflector and the Sword Bringer. Now, the Apple Reflector is crafted with the Forbidden Ringo, and the Sword Bringer with the Golden Ringo, even though both pieces are used by the same well, both things are used by both arms, so yeah. Again, another time, battle gear helps. Yay, battle gear. Actually, let's do it that way around. So we go like that. And we are now Ringo. So we go like this. We got our shield. And we've got our swords. So, yep. And just for good measure, golden. Yeah, it's very goldy. Moving on. If I could just get my thing. There we go. Next we have Silver's arms weird stick thing, which we're just gonna swap out that. And F5, there we go. Silver arms now has his stick thing. And he looks a lot whiter now than he should. There we go. Yep. Moving on. We have the Dark Dai Maru. I'm just going to take both of these now. And the Yomi Mamoru, which are for Kamen Rider Jam and Kamen Rider 15. Go. Kamen Rider 15 gets his Dark Daimaru, and Kamen Rider 15. I just said 15 twice, didn't I? Yes. Kamen Rider Jam gets the other one. Kamen Rider 15 gets his Yonimaru. And I'm not even going to bother putting those things back in the chest. Toggle downfall. Next we have Kamen Rider Wizard. Probably the rider I worked on most in this update. So let's take out our things. And there's a few rings I forgot to get, so I'm just going to get them now. Which Wizard? There we go. Which is Flame Dragon, Infinity, Water Dragon, Hurricane Dragon, and Land Dragon. So, let's start with Wizard himself and leave Beast until after. Wow, I just realised I picked up the Flame Wizard ring instead of the Wizard head. It's not my fault. I didn't think that would work. There we go. Probably should get the rings I want to showcase. First off, let's start with this ring, the special ring. Now, the special ring will work with the dragon forms, allowing you to summon the dragon parts the same as Wizard does in the show. So let's go into Flame Dragon. We get the dragon torso head thing. We go to Water Dragon, and we get the tail. I thought it wasn't working then, because I completely forgot that it was the tail. Then we get Hurricane Dragon, gets the wings. Wow, I've only just noticed the actual shaders does update to have the actual wings. That looks really cool. And Land Dragon gets, boom, the claws. The claws! So, yep. All pretty much standard there. Then we have the special rush ring and the Drago timer. The Drago time will get a texture soon, so don't fret. So, I keep on hitting the wrong button because I've changed the F5 thing in what's it called? In Techne, so not Techne, the unexported version of Forge. So, first off, we've got the special rush ring. That'll take us into special rush, which is a red version of all dragon. So yes, it's all dragony. And we'll go back to flame. We'll use the Drago time, and we'll turn into normal old dragon. Pretty damn standard at this point. Everything should be what you're guessing. So, next we have 2 more rings, which do different things depending on which ring, if you have both rings. So, first we'll go into infinity. And we'll use this ring, which is the finish strike ring. And that will take us into Infinity Dragon, meaning we had the claws, the wings, and the tail. Infinity Dragon didn't have the head. Well, he did, it just was on his foot, so he could do the kick strike. Now, if you have the Hope ring on you, and you do it, so we'll go back into Infinity, and we'll use the finish strike. We go into Infinity Gold All Dragon. Yes! Now, the reason for this is basically there was no special ring for Infinity Gold or Dragon. Infinity Gold or Dragon used the exact same ring as Infinity Dragon. But the only difference is Haruto had the Hope ring with inside of him. That's why it's coded so you need the Hope ring to access this form, which looks a lot better than I was expecting. I'm not a big fan of the suit design, even though it's more of a CG suit than an actual suit, but I gotta say I do dig the way it looks in Minecraft, so it might be one of my favourite forms now. Next we have these wizard rings. So yes, wizard rings are added, and that's the shaders that are doing that, because shaders does not like enchanted items. So I'm just going to turn shaders off for this bit. First off, we have the actually, let's go this way around. First off, we have the Thunder Ring, used by Wind Dragon. I believe it was sold with the Wind Dragon ring. It summons in lightning. And as you can see, it's no longer enchanted. That's because it's rebuilding up its mana. Now, this will take longer in the final version, but I've shortened it down because the items are unobtainable at the moment, so you guys can get a feel of the item before it's fully implemented. Next, we have the Bind Ring. Now, the Bind Ring simply summons in cobwebs, because I couldn't get the chains in to bind them, so it simply just summons in cobwebs to slow them down. So yes, Sleep Ring sets the time to midday. So if I do time set night, wait for this ring to charge again, charged, it's day. And we have the Excite Ring, which you right click, it will give you strength. Pretty simple. Then Light Ring, which will give you night vision. The Teleport Ring, which let's just go over here. Let's shift, right click, and now it's set the coordinates. Let's go all the way over here. Right click, and boom, we're back here. And the Defend Ring. Now, the Defend Ring will summon in a different material depending on which form you are. Flame Dragon will summon, well, Flame, be it Flame or Flame Dragon, will summon in Lava. Water will summon in Water. Hurricane will summon in Leaves, because it kind of blows the kind of leaves into place. And Land will summon in Stone. Now, Infinity Gold, Dragon, Infinity, whatever version of Infinity, summons in Glass, because I didn't want to make it summon in Diamonds, because that would be too OP. And finally, we have the ring that it's possibly my favourite ring, but I kind of don't want to use it around here. It's the Explosion Ring. You simply just right click and it summons in an explosion. I'll just let that sink in. That's pure epicness right there. I mean, when I go into doing Wizard, I'm gonna have to weaken Wizard because he's the only one that can actually use these rings. That was an explosion inside this then. Wait, boom! Explosion! So yeah, you can have a lot of fun with this ring, and I mean a lot of fun with this ring. I have pretty much destroyed a world with this ring already. So that's all of the wizard rings in this update, except from things that aren't actually wizard rings. Oh, and just a side note, if you don't have the wizard driver on, you can't use the rings. You need to have the wizard driver on to use the rings. So as you can see, right clicking, no lightning, belt on, lightning. So you will need the wizard stuff to use the rings. Pretty simple, but as I said, at the end of the day, it gives you another reason to use wizard over any other rider. Next we have Beast. Now Beast can also not use the other wizard rings, but when I get into adding things like the White Wizard or Kamen Rider Mage or Kamen Rider Sorcerer, they will be able to use the wizard rings. So, start off. We have Kamen Rider Beast. As you can see, asymmetrical and all that good stuff that Beast is. The Beast ring will take you into Beast. The Thauko into Thauko Mantle. Camilio Mantle. Butha Mantle. Dolphy Mantle. And finally, Hyper! Yeah. That's pretty much everything in the update. Right there. I am now Hyper. So, yeah, I know it's not been the biggest update, but I wanted to push this update out because I really did enjoy working on the wizard stuff and I want to see your guys' opinion on it. So, yeah, please tell me in the comment section what you think of this update, and plus, please tell me what you want to see in the next update. Pretty much things from the comment section tend to appear in either the next update or the one after that. So yeah, there will be one new rider into the series, one series returning just to add in a bit, one series returning to add in the secondary riders, and then one series that I just like to add in because I feel like doing it. So tell me which ones you think are best suited for those spots. For the new rider, your option actually is Agito, Kuga, Blade, Hibiki, or Kabuto. So yeah, go out, have fun, goodbye.